Hey guys, it's Cara here and I'm behind the scenes on the set of Silent Comedy with the one and only Patrick Collins.
Yay!
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No worries, anytime.
Yeah.
So
that's good to know.
Yeah, anytime. You can
This
come in this room.
requires a key card to get in here as well. So
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I can set you up if you want.
I think I'm a student here now. Great.
Yay. So tell us about your show.
Yeah. It's basically. I was very inspired by like Umbilical Brothers earlier in the day when I grew up. I loved to kind of their attitude of going, okay, we need to make mime cool and bring it into the modern era, and it turns out that sound was the way to do that with it. So that's kind of what my bit is. Like it's like I'm because I do mime because I didn't have friends in high school. So from there. I'm doing mime, but with sound effects.
That's great.
Yeah.
So
I just realized what I am as a performer by saying it out loud, and I'm horribly disappointed in myself. Oh well.
I'm sure people are going to watch the show.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Thank you for having me. Oh. My life is shambles. This is my. I'm fine. Yeah.
You're good?
Yeah, no,
cool?
Thank you. I needed that moment. Kind of, yeah.
So tell me about your start in the industry. So was there a pinnacle moment where you thought, I'm going to be a comedian?
Yeah, it was, I'd been doing like public speaking and debating in high school, and then one of my teachers said to me, there's the comedy festival's doing a competition. You can do stand-up. It's called Class Clowns. And I was like, that sounds like a horrible, horrible idea. And then I did it and I won it and it was great. And then I was like, oh, cool, I want to do this. This is where a crowd tells me that they love me with everything that I do. I want that forever. That'd be great. And then I did more gigs and they didn't go anywhere near as well. And I was like, okay, so I've actually got to work on this. Here we go. and then I'd already been doing magic since I was a kid. And so, yeah, now my shows are just comedy and magic.
Wow.
But they're separate. They are not the same thing. There are heaps of comedy magicians. There aren't many comedians who can also do magic on the side. Right.
So this is, you go to one gig and you're a comedian, and then you go to another gig and you're a magician.
Yeah, the magician gigs tend to be kids' entertainment gigs.
Are the magician gigs funny and the comedic gigs magical?
The magic gigs are funny. The comedic gigs have absolutely no reference to magic. Because the one thing I've learned over doing all the stand-up comedy rooms is that comedians hate magicians, just with a horrible, horrible passion. So unless I get to know a comedian really well, do I kind of go, hey, look, mate, I'm a magician. I'm so sorry. And then they're quite betrayed.
And then you've bonded, maybe?
No, and then they've kind of got to decide, is this relationship worth keeping up? And often it's no. And yeah, magic is don't get into it. Just don't.
So who do you look up to in the industry then?
Very good question. Danielle Walker. She won Best Newcomer at Melbourne Comedy Festival this year, and she's just my favourite comedian going around. She's just, her style is obscure and weird, and my mum didn't get it, and it's the best. It's just my favourite style. Yeah. It's very, very odd, but she's incredible. But then in the industry, I mean, like I grew up on Tim Minchin and that kind of musical style as well, all that kind of thing. But then like Umbilical Brothers is what got me into the physical comedy type thing. They were, I was on a cruise late last year, and David Collins, who's the Umbilical Brother with the long hair, was just on the cruise, and I went up to him and said, like, David, sorry, I'm a really big fan of your work, and he was really, really drunk, and he just didn't quite hear me and just kind of stumbled away, and I was like, okay, this was like maybe the largest moment in my life, and this was ruined.
Oh, so, God. Wow.
I was in seasick for 4 days. It was a horrible experience.
No.
Yeah.
Did you see him again?
No, that was it.
Oh.
It was a big cruise.
Okay.
Yeah, that was. I hoped, but that was it.
You might one day.
Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully not on a cruise.
Yeah, in a professional sense.
I'm not going to go on another cruise on the slight hope that I might catch another Umbilical Brother. I really...
Do you have any advice for people who want to get into silent comedy, physical comedy?
Yeah, if you want to get into silent comedy, for a start, watch old-timey silent comedy videos. Like, not super silent, like you don't have to go all the way back to Charlie Chaplin, but even just like, you know, the Laurel and Hardy kind of level of like when they just got into talkies and they're just focusing on physical stuff. You need to watch all that stuff so you know, hey, you can't do any of that anymore. These are done jokes. You can't, it's like, we've all moved on from everything you're watching now. You may find it hilarious. No one else does. We're tired of it. Like it's, like, and I love Laurel and Hardy, but it's like, you got to watch the old stuff, not for inspiration to go, okay, cool. I got to do something different from this.
How do you do that? How do you look at something and go, this has been done, I'm going to do something different?
I mean, if you can't do that, just find a different job. It's not a field for you.
So that's your skill set. Do things differently.
Yeah, exactly right. Right. Whatever you're doing, stop it. I think you've got to. I think one of the best methods I've always found is just try and do something where just throw yourself a loop, okay? Like, okay, well, this isn't, no one's going to see this bit coming. Cool. Is it funny? It might not be. It doesn't matter. It's unexpected. Just try and trick people into thinking you're funny.
Talking of unexpected, can you make us laugh in 5 seconds?
That's a very, very good question.
Go for it.
It's been a real pleasure. Thanks so much.